Hey guys, it's Angelo Christian with Real Estate Insider. Today we're actually talking about how to legally lower your property taxes when you buy a home. One of the most expensive things that you're going to incur as a homeowner is your actual property taxes on your home. In some states, they're as much as 3 to 4% of the home's value. That's a lot of money. If you have a $500,000 home, you could be spending $15,000 to $20,000 a year in annual taxes. In some other states, like state tax states, the property taxes are usually 1 to 2%. Well, that's a lot of money to pay, and we're going to actually show you guys how to file and apply for a homestead exemption on your home, so you can actually get a reduction in your property taxes. Now, we're in Texas. In Texas, you can get usually 20% reduction to your property taxes when you file your homestead exemption. I'm going to show you where you can actually go to get the homestead exemption form and actually how to file it. So we'll go over the shoulder. Now, the key thing is that when you're filing for your homestead exemption, that you can only do this after you close on your home, right? And you can only file for the exemption in January of the following year. So let's say that you close on your home in November. You can't file for your exemption until January. But in January, you're going to fill out this form, submit it to your tax assessor. I'm in Harris County in Houston. You're going to go to the HCAD. I'll show you where to go in the HCAD. You're going to go to your county assessor, file for the tax exemption, submit that form, and then what will happen is your taxes will be reduced. Let's say your taxes are $10,000 a year. They'll get reduced down to, for example, let's say $8,000 a year. So they're $2,000 cheaper. So if you have an escrow payment, your payment's going to be cheaper by $2,000 a year, and that'll be adjusted in your escrow payment to your lender. Okay. So this is the form that you actually fill out. I'm going to show it to you, show you how to fill it out and where to submit it. So that way, whenever you close on your home and you want to file the exemption, you know where to do it and how to do it and where to go online. So you can kind of go over the shoulder with me now. We're going to check it out. This is the actual form right here. It shows application for residential homestead exemption. And we're kind of this is for Tarrant County and Dallas-Fort Worth, okay? So you're going to come in here and it's very self-explanatory. This is not anything hard to do, right? You put in the legal description. You're going to enter, your information. If you're married, single person, separated, do you own and live in the property which you're seeking residence? Yes. You have to say yes because it's your homestead. You're going to click on that button, and then you're going to go down here and answer these questions. And the biggest thing about this, what's so powerful, is that you can see up to a 20% reduction in your property taxes. So that's a lot of money to save. And a lot of people, I talk to the clients all the time. They're like, Angelo, I didn't even know I could get a reduction in my property taxes. Like, yeah, you got to file this exemption. That's how you lower your property taxes. So answer these questions right here. Okay, then it's a very basic thing. Step 4, are you exempt to these things? General resident homestead. Okay, did you own the property on January 1st? Or is this your principal residence? This is for owner-occupied homes only. Okay, if you're a senior citizen, there's also a senior citizen exemption. It's asking you, are you a senior citizen? Do you have disabilities? If you have disabilities, you can even get more exemptions. Are you 100% disabled veteran? Are you a survivor spouse? All these questions you have to answer to see what benefits and incentives are available to you. Then you have to sign it and date it. Now here's a video that we actually have through Harris County Appraisal District, and actually explains how to do this. I'm going to have you guys watch this real quick. So check this out.
30th. So if you lived in the home that you own on January 1st, you will be eligible to file the homestead exemption for this year. If you forgot to file it last year, you can also request for previous year. To find the homestead exemption form, you can go to hcad.org. You go under forms, popular forms, and then you select homestead exemption. You don't need to fill out the account number, but if you'd like to find it, you go to property search, you go real property, you put your address, and your account number is right here. So you put it in this section, you put the year you want to file the homestead exemption form. You also enter it again over here, the date you moved in the property. It will also ask you if you own the property. You select yes. You put your name. actually full name. And then you put your driver license number. I wouldn't put social security number. And you put your date of birth. I own the property as a community with my wife, so I'm going to select this. If you didn't own it with a spouse, you just put percentage own and you put 100%. Also here you enter your mailing address. It could be your property address. You would put your city and state, and you would put the phone number. You would also, on page 2, enter the physical address, which is also your address. Legal description is not required, but if you want to know your legal description, it is available in this section right here. You will put your account number again. To find out how many acres your house is, if you know the lot size of your property, let's say 8,000, you divide that by an acre, which is around 43,000. So for me, it's 0.18. If this is a manufactured home, you put it in this section. If you own a property part of shares, you select yes or no. And if you're only filing homestead exemption, you select general homestead exemption. If you qualify for other exemptions like disability or age of 65 or surviving spouse, then you will select these other options. In this section, the only thing that you want to do is put your name, your spouse's name or the other owner. You sign, date it, print it. Now, if you own the property with someone that you got married with common law or same-sex marriage, then you fill out this affidavit and have it notarized and send it with the rest of the documents. You need to have a copy of your ID with your address showing, and you mail it to this address. If you have any questions about filing this homestead exemption, please give me a call at 832-408-0806. Thank you.
Okay guys, so that is the process that you're actually going to undergo. I had you watch that video on how to actually file your homestead exemption. So remember, you only can do this in January of the following year that you purchased the home, but you can get up to a 20% reduction in your property taxes. The form is going to be on our YouTube channel. You can actually download the form and fill it out. And remember, you have to send it to your tax assessor when you close on your home. And then later on, your payment will be updated with your lender. Call them and follow up to let them know you filed your homestead exemption, and then your payment will be reduced and adjusted accordingly. So thank you guys so much. Check out my next video on how to flip a property with no money down.